Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is a Cluck and Club coming at you with a new podcast on a different day, new time for a short while. This is Beyond the Click and Clip. This is a video where I talk about my life experiences and my life trials and funnies and mess ups and just stories about me. Other than Lego. And this is where you can either listen as a podcast so you can listen to it while you work, uh, build Lego, or whatever it may be. Um, as the title said, I was drugged. Now, back in the beginning of this podcast, first episode, I talked about the beginning, how I've been sick. I got sick and had retired from the fire department and stuff like that. Well, I tell you what, though, when I was in the hospital, they gave me some drugs and some strong drugs. I was in pain, tremendous pain, and I was in there recovering for 6, 7 months after the surgery. Well, they give me these drugs, man. I tell you what, I'm gonna do my best to, because my wife had to tell me these stories. There was one story where I was so drugged up that I didn't know where I was at. I thought I was at airport on a landing strip, and the plane was about to land on me, and that was trippy. Then I thought when I was in the hospital, I was in a house and they were holding me captive. Well, what it was is a few days before that, I was so drugged up. I was on a I had a trach in me on a ventilator, and I tried to escape. I mean, I ripped that thing in my neck, ripped all the IVs out, got out of the bed, and I tried to walk. And at that time, I couldn't walk, so I fell flat on my face. And they had to get me off the floor, put me back in the bed, and then redo all of this. Pretty bad deal. I couldn't breathe on my own, and I don't know what I was thinking, but they put me on Ativan, thinking that was going to calm me down. Nope. Um, I'll finish this part of the story at first. Anyway, so they had to restrain me to the bed, so I wouldn't do that. It was for my own safety. After the fact, I realized they had to do it, or I could cause real harm to myself. I was sitting in the bed and I just couldn't move, so I thought they had me in a house tied up in a dungeon of some sort. And yeah, it wasn't that fun, pleasurable by no means. There was also another time where I thought I was building a boat, and I told the wife, I said, I need to get home. I got a load of lumber coming in tomorrow. And she turned around to me and she goes, "What did you say?" I said, "Yeah, we got a load of lumber coming. I got to finish this boat." And she goes, "What boat?" And then I kind of realized, oh yeah, I guess I was just daydreaming or daydreaming. Um, there was another time in the same hospital. I thought that what was it? I was on a ride of some sort, and there's computers everywhere, and I was trying, and I was flipped over, and I couldn't get out. It was just a total mess. They had me on these pain drugs and fentanyl, which I don't believe in fentanyl after that. Uh, that's a real risky drug. But they gave me fentanyl all the time. It got me going, got me, easing my pain a little bit, which it helped finally. But they gave me this drug called Ativan, and I know I can't take Ativan no more. And it's for this reason. It does a reverse effects on me. I stayed up 7 days straight, did not sleep. I was so anxious. I was so annoyed. I mean, I don't. It was now. I'm going to tell you this part. I was not in my right mind. I guess I told a nurse that I was being mean to a nurse, and she was pregnant. And another nurse said, "Don't you care for her? She's pregnant." And I was like, "I don't care about her being pregnant." I was being an asshole. Now, now, let's finally. What the last straw was. That time I could not know what I was doing. But I could not speak at the time. So my wife, I was trying to tell my wife something, and I leaned her ear in. I guess I grabbed her ear because I was trying to get her to listen. I was getting frustrated because I was crazy on the Ativan, and finally, the nurse called the PD on me. While I was in the hospital in their care, they called the PD on me, and I was like, "What?" I never hurt my wife one bit, and I trust me, if I was in my right mind, that lady was pregnant, I would have been more nicer to. I would not be hateful to at all. Uh, but my wife, God asked, does that usually happen to him at all? And she says, no, no, he's never done this. And she's the one who said, I think the Ativan's messing him up. He wasn't like that before. So she told the doctor that she didn't want me on Ativan. They took me off Ativan, and I was back to my old self. I was like, I was nice as can be. I was not tempered or nothing. I apologized to every nurse that came in there. I don't even care if I wasn't mean to them. Every time somebody new come in, I would apologize to them. I'm sorry if I had to. That's not me. And that woman that was pregnant did come back in, and I said, I'm so sorry. And she accepted my apology, and we became friends. But I was so out of it. I was so out of it, and it makes me to a point now where if I have this again, I don't want to be in that same situation. I want to be right minded and know what's going on. So I don't know if I would do all them medicines again. Now, like I said, it was a medicine. I was drugged up, and it was just funny how your mind can play tricks on you. It's an hallucinant and all that good stuff. And you're like, okay, um, now what what can we do to fix that? Well, first of all, I didn't know what was going on. I just, they gave me the drugs. I took it. I thought, and I'll be fine. Of course, there's always a reaction to drugs, and that was mine with Ativan. I know now not to. I'm not taking Ativan because it does reverse effects on me. Um, but yeah, there again, that is the the effect of when I was drugged up. And there's other stories down there. I remember telling my wife that I'm ready to go get in my helicopter and let's go fly around. I've seen stuff that I'll never do, or not. I mean, she was really concerned about me, and I don't blame her. I was concerned too because I didn't know what was going on. I knew there was a boat to be built, and I was tied down in the house. You got a helicopter to drive, to pilot. It was just a total mess. Me and my wife sit back here and talk about it and laugh about it now, but back then it was kind of serious because my mom was all messed up. Um, so from there on out, I always told my wife, I don't want to be on that stuff ever again. If I get in the same situation, try other ways first. At least the heavy hitting stuff. Now they give me something for pain. If they ain't gonna mess with me, okay, fine, I'll take it, but not that. Um, but yeah, it was fun. kinda, sorta. But that's the only time I've really been drugged up on anything during that time. I broke my finger and didn't take nothing. I had to go about it out, and I think that I just took a couple of real like Tylenol threes afterwards. Um, when I was in pain all the time before the surgery, I did take Percocet, and that's about the strongest things I want to take. 'Cause I did not like the feeling of being drugged up. That drugged up feeling was not fun. But thank goodness that it's in my past, and hopefully in my future, ain't nothing like that going to have to happen again. Um, but there again, who knows? Now, I think I'm going to cut the video off there. Hope you all enjoyed this little 10-minute broadcast. I told you at the beginning, some of these may be long, some may be short, but I, I just hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you had any experiences and stuff like this. And please subscribe. Please subscribe. It helps the channel out. But hey, be kind to one another, pay it forward, and be nice. And I'll see you on the next one.